I've recently been asked why I think it is that iPhone takes so much longer to release an app than the Android. And so I've been thinking about that, and what I think it is yeah, we just released our latest update or new app, and that took about two and a half days. Prior to that, I've often found that it takes on average like 9 days, but usually 3 to 14, so 2 days was really good. Whereas Android takes usually a couple hours. But the iPhone people do a lot more detail in looking at, they actually have people that actually review the updates, and the question is, why do they do that versus just letting it go out like the Android? And in considering that, iPhone has a lot of control on their entire environment. If you're going to buy an iPhone, you buy an iPhone. There's not some other brand. Whereas you're buying an Android, there's, I think, 15,000 plus different devices out there with all kinds of different things. With the iPhone, there are the select ones that Apple has put out. And they've tried to put out a beautiful, high-end, top-notch product. And they expect people want the top quality product, and they're paying for it, and they're expecting it to be with the best screen available, the best camera available, the best processor, everything. And I think what they do is they own that whole environment, and what they want to make sure is that if they're asking you to spend $1,000 to buy their device, they want to make sure that you're getting a full experience of what they want it to be. They have very specific standards on what they want their apps to, how they want them to perform and function and feel. And so when you're in the the Apple iOS environment, they want it to have the same feel between different apps, have the same look, the same quality. So they do meticulous evaluations of the apps to make sure it performs well, to make sure they make you upload screenshots and the little icons, the little logos. You can put a 28 pixel by 28 and a 30 by 30. It's 2 pixels different, but they want each of those because they want it to look just as good on each of their devices that they offer as it can. And this one has a focus on this size screen and this size pixel, and another one has a different one. They control what all those are, and they want to make sure each one of those users gets the best experience. So that's why they take those extra days to have actual people look at it, review it, and make sure that you didn't just upload an image that happens to be that size, but they want to make sure that it's not pixelated and it looks really good, because in the end, they want to control their environment. If they want to keep iPhone users happy with the fact that you've bought a $1,000 device and then all of a sudden you get a bunch of lousy looking apps, people aren't going to be happy. So that's why they do all that extra work, to make sure that your whole iPhone or iPad experience is the best quality that can be out there. So that is my 2 cents as an answer as to why that is a more involved release process than some other releases are. If you have questions or comments, please post them below, and I would be happy to answer them or address another question in another video. Thanks.